Hi guys, Guglielmo from Guglatech. We had many mountings, thank you very much. The product is very successful, the kit is fantastic and everybody is very happy. But there are three cases where the mounting was not exactly so easy as we thought. Basically the whole concept is that it's as difficult as changing the original fuel filters, but it seems that due to these three mountings I decided to make a new video. Like I would say, one accident is simply a mishap. 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a problem. So let's start again from zero, from scrap. We will do both the 990 Adventure and Super Duke until 2007, and the 990 Supermoto RT, the 1050, 1090, 1190, and 1290. Everything until 2021. As you all know, in 2021 the new fuel pump is totally different. Comes from the 790 Adventure. Let's start from the easy one, my bike, the 990 Adventure. Let's put this aside. Now, what you will receive is black. How is it possible that somebody told me that since the one in the video is gray, the black one is wrong? It's not wrong. It's deep anodization. It's much stronger. It's been made to resist to corrosion and is extremely expensive as a product, as an aluminum alloy, and for the deep anodization. So please, black has no problem. We will discuss what was the issue with the three wrong, let's call them, or difficult installations while we are taking it apart. Let's put this aside. Let's start taking apart the pump. Let's start from the easy part, electric wiring. The ground, all the parts you will see in the video, apart from the two I will show you, are part of the kit. They are in the kit, so there is no need to have anything else. The connector, screwdriver, in the other video you have seen how to change the wires that are part of the kit. You remove the original ones and put the ours longer and more stronger. Plus the tool, the special tool to thread the fuel pressure regulator to install the hose. Let's take the hose out. As you can see, it's simply screwed on top. Very simply. You were threading this by hand, as you've seen with the vise. And then, really easy, using the thread, you screw it on top. Perfect. Okay? Now, let's go on. Fuel pressure regulator. This is the original your fuel pressure regulator. Nothing is included more than the parts shown in the thread. Inox bolt, again. The new O-ring. Okay, it's also part of the kit. Okay, you will receive a complete kit with all the O-rings, small ones, middle ones. The small ones are for the fuel rod, the middle ones are for the quick disconnect on the hose, and then all the three O-rings. The frontal big one, the radial, two sizes, all is included. Let's put this aside. Let's go on. Now, the long screws also included in stainless steel, special alloy, obviously. As you can see, they can be unscrewed very easily because it's just 5 newtons. It's stainless steel on aluminium. Don't over tighten. Let's remove the complex. Spacers, stainless steel, also included in the kit. The rod is yours original. The only thing I would suggest you is to change the O-rings with the one provided. Now, this is the original filter. I would recommend you to get our Godzilla. It's better, bigger, better flow, better protection, will not clog and destroy the pump. But it's up to you. You can use also the original filter. Daitarn. Now, this is what happened in the three, let's call it, difficult mountings. They simply forgot to install this. They didn't take it off from the capsule. Mostly it stays in the capsule when you remove the original fuel pump. When popping out the fuel pump, this stays inside. They forgot to pick it, to take it and to mount it back. In the video was too far away and they claimed that it was not visible. My mistake, I'm sorry. So, you reuse this as well as reuse the dampener. These two parts are the original parts from KTM. Do not throw them away. You need them to remount everything. So, This bracket also will be needed. This bracket, no. O-ring. This is part of the kit that you receive. Nylon special spacer, okay, for the pump. Fuel pump, you can buy it from us. This is a special one. This is not the pump that you might receive. This is a competition pump. 150 liters, but with too high consumption in amperes. Too strong for street use. This is just for competition, okay? So, and the filter. What you will not reuse from your original kit. Spring, paper filter, bracket that holds the white capsule and the whole assembly of the white capsule. Also the screw. Don't use it again. You don't need it. You have the one in the package. So, we set aside, sorry. All these parts can be thrown away, keep them aside as you wish. Let's start again to remount the part. These all parts are now going to be mounted on the bike. Spacer, on the pump. O-ring, on the pump. Bracket, for sure I will mount it the wrong way around. It's always like this with me. I don't know why, I simply cannot see why they didn't do it just... Oh, okay, luckily. This, mounted on top of the pump or mounted directly in the Daitarn, doesn't make any difference. Dampener in the fuel pump bottom. You already installed the cables as explained in the other videos, right? Perfect, very well. So dampener at the bottom, fuel pump on top. Done. Check the position of the bracket, if it's centered, perfect. Rod. I always recommend to use engine oil, transmission oil, Vaseline oil. I do not recommend silicone oil because it may destroy your catalyst if you still have it on the bike. But Vaseline is perfect. Silicone, I would say no. Engine oil, transmission oil, good oil, okay? Don't ever use grease. It will just clog the filter and destroy the pump. Never ever grease. Not even here on the other O-rings. Never. Done. Daitarn, there is no way to mistake the mounting of the Daitarn because it faces the fantastic logo, it's beautiful, faces the side where the connector is, okay? So, align everything. This space is the correct one. Do not push any further. It will not go anywhere because you have to leave the space for the check valve here downstairs to breathe, to allow the flow of fuel to exit the pump in case of emergency from the pump. The pump will auto-regulate this. Do not close it. It's not supposed to go any deeper. This is perfect like this. Spacers. Screw. My frozen hand, I'm not helping much. Okay. Second spacer. They are not too long, it's just that I cannot operate my hands freely. Okay. Screw. As you can see, I'm not using any special tool, just a screwdriver mount, because you don't need that much torque. stainless and aluminum. The oxide will just create itself and everything will be fixed. Done. Bolt. Connector, click into position. Now, O-ring for the fuel pressure regulator. You can even put it on top or put it in its place, and then the pressure regulator, fuel pressure regulator on top. Okay, you can mount the hose before, later, put it in the bracket because it's more comfortable and easier to work with. It will just reach until here. Do not push it inside. There is no need. Here is perfect. Then bolt. Sorry. Hopla. Ready. Finished. Done. Now you put the other O-rings, put oil, and slide it inside the fuel pump, the fuel tank again. Was easy, no? So, like I said, let's go to the other one. Let's put this one aside, and let's do the other one. As before, we start from the small parts. Now, this is the mounting from the Supermoto, the Super Duke after 2007, and Supermoto Touring also are. This mounting is only for the 990s, the 1090s, 1050s, 1190, 1290. Don't have it. Don't look for it. Don't ask me how come it's not in the parcel. It's not part of your bike, and it's not supplied by Guglatech. It's just the original fuel sensor for the reserve of the 990. All years but the Super Duke until 2007 and Adventure. So for this also there are bolts included. So to take them apart we need our usual tool and a small plier. Same system to mount them. So we will do the same. Okay. For this kind of sensor, we do not provide any cable. The original cable is long enough, so there is no need to change anything. Okay. Bolt, a spacer. Perfect. So set aside. Now again, electric connector. Boom, easy peasy. Let's go with the mechanical parts. Fuel pressure regulator. The screw is very long, yes. The thread is very long, yes. This makes everything more strong, more stable. No Phillips screw drives, no strange bolts like before. O-ring stayed inside, no big deal. Hose was mounted. I will not mount it off again, but it's like you see, screw on top. Long screws. The difference between the first system and the second system is this part. We will see in detail why it's different and how come we have to come up with a different solution. But no big deal. One. and 2. Now we have here the Daitarn, the rod, the bolt, and like before we have the pump, the sealant. This I cannot take it off. I cannot take it off. It's a different, it's a pine tree fuel pump, not an ogive fuel pump, so it's already set on place. You can remove it, sure, no problem. Sure, you can change the pump, you just pry it open with a screwdriver. But for the purpose of this installation, I will not do it. Just put it on top and let's start again from the beginning. This, we mounted the Godzilla. It's much bigger, so I would recommend you also to get a Godzilla. There is really no comparison. Spacer is white, so what? White, black, grey, whatever color, it's the same huge, amazing, perfect nylon for the application. Do not complain about the color, please. There is no difference. So, spacer. O-ring, part of the kit. The only bracket you will need, the other one you can trash it or keep it aside, or I don't know. Use it for the... yes, the other part, sorry. So, the difference here was, without pulling out any cable, let's analyze what was missing. This spacer, threaded, will keep everything together again, screwed on top, so it's perfectly like this. And these are part of the other kit. Okay, so let's start again. Cables we already mounted. This is the original one we will keep in position. Let's mount those. By hand, no plier, no tool, nothing, by hand. The torque will be set by the screws on top. White well. Obviously it's not symmetric, again, we'll never know why. Don't force it, it must be very easy to slide on top. Boom, done, closed. Fuel pump. Spacer, remember, from your fuel pump you will recover the grommet, I believe it's called, the seal, the spacer, dampener, and the bracket. Nothing else, the rest you can scrap. So, dampener. Let's see if I was lucky enough with the pump, like on the Super Duke. Amazing. 2 in a day. I cannot believe it. Never been able to do it once in my bikes. Okay, so now, rod, again, O-rings, change them and oil them. Even though oil doesn't want to cooperate today, too cold. I don't know how is the weather in your place, guys, but here it's freezing. The other day there was hail, rain, snow at the same time with wind. Oh, it was horrible, horrible. Now, this we already mounted. So again, this we flip on the side. Be sure to align everything correctly. Don't push, don't break, don't destroy. Done. First spacer. Second spacer. As you can see, the operation is so easy, so funny, so simple. But anyway, I am very happy that somebody told me that I can do a better video, so I'm happy for feedback. Feedbacks for us are very important. We can improve our products, our service, our videos, our information. Feedbacks are for us very important, so please keep them going. Keep them coming, actually. Second spacer. Forgot nothing? We forgot nothing. Five newtons. 5 newtons. Boom, fuel pressure regulator. O-rings. It's already full of oil from the other installation, so there is no need to put any more. second. This one doesn't want to cooperate, so we do it the other way around. Boom. Screw. Done. Hose. Like before. Here. Until it's in this position. There is no need to push it any further. Done. Clip. Done. Now this one, if you had the 1090, 1050, 1290, 1190, you will simply mount the grounding here with the provided screw. In case you have a 990 M7T or whatever other else with the reserve sensor, then, oh, shame. Anyway, then you will mount the bracket. So this underneath, screw, washer. Ay, it's really cold. Use this positioning to keep it to this tooth, you know, the small one, to avoid it for rotation. It's perfect. This is basically the most difficult part, to keep the small bolt in position while you're screwing on top. That's the most difficult part is this one, because this is very small. Why we're using such a small screw? Because I didn't want you guys to drill an M3 hole into the aluminum bracket. It's delicate, it's very small, so I don't want you to make you see, this is the most difficult part of the mounting, and most of you will not even do it because you don't have this part. Aye. Really? You want to cooperate so badly? It's one of those days, and cold hands don't help. So, clear. Done. Ready to go. Both mounted in a very little time, with all the correct positioning, shape and all parts. I hope that this was a much better video. The close-up was, I hope, helpful. If you like the video, please thumb up, subscribe to the channel, because we will have always new idea, new installation guides, new products for your bike and your adventure. This is Guglatech. Thank you so much.